Hello?
Constitution. So what am I telling you? The fact is a Supreme Court review panel. Akase, Dr. Puni case, Justice Onyejuga can still sit on it. Doesn't mean, sir, the 4 justices of the Supreme Court are right and the 3 are wrong. We are the court unanimous, but time has shown that they were all wrong. So how can you tell me, sir, a 4-3 decision, we cannot criticize that decision and say that decision is a travesty of justice, and that, in our opinion, we think that there is a real likelihood of bias against the accused person should Justice Clemens Onyejuga continue presiding over the case. We are entitled to say so, and we have sent a petition to the Commonwealth of Nations. Say, Ebeya, Omontia Bejuko no Momra no Mombe Fiesta Semo Yeke Muna. Yet the dance Yebeba. Unim says Zimbabwe. Citizens be a complaint be against Mugabe Abai. Emma a lead to the suspension of Zimbabwe from the Commonwealth of Nations. And what is that? Commonwealth question no more that Yakano and Yano Kombagu. And Yano Creswa, Omoni Abani Bedin Como. Because Ghana is a sovereign country, which means Shayen. But Omoni Abani Bedin Como, actually Abana, Admiasi Yemebia, or Ya Mwaso. Now your free says Abani Tia, Ebeboy, Nabana in Tia, not Commonwealth. Tia Yaba, Yunabami and Santi, Ombetuan Amombia. If it's any another Boama, Tanya Muna ended. As a journalist, are you happy with how journalists are being treated in this country? As they may say, Unya or Mayne was suggesting, say, journalists be or Modiano, Yamrane, Juma, because criminal complaints have been made against them. It's actions which Naka say against press freedom. But he was totally wrong. Because say I'm a swallowing you kumna clear attack on press freedom. They see ne or my don't count. They see ne we have not seen the killers. Say Captain Smarter. Number 1, I'm a bit in some will be more justified. There is no complainant against Captain Smart. But even if there is a complainant against Captain Smart, and Captain Smart as a journalist, in the line of his duty as a journalist, Abina could charge of extortion against him. Without a complainant.
No, but how do you draw the conclusion, sir, the charges were cooked when it is a case before court?
Because there is no complainant in that case. Captain Smart, and if there is no, you cannot charge somebody for extortion when we don't know the one he extorted money from.
Yeah, so why don't you allow the court to decide?
Allow what?
The case is in court.
So let's allow the prosecution to finish. But Obi, allow. But why is it that if the same court that you took the person to gives the person bail, you will not respect the bail? That order for bail and give him bail. Yeah, my Captain Smart bail or fulfilling the bail conditions that same day. Yet you need to show him power lies. And you have another journalist saying, "Say, I know the attack on press freedom."
Another journalist be and say attack on press. Is it a reporter speech? I say, well, they can't. It will show we so.
Me recorded one on Facebook, and there the suggestion was that we should differentiate between Obia journalists or Nejuma in the line of duty. Attacking. And you will be an accusation of crime against. Let me say that accusation of crime that Moka wants in the Captain Smart case. It is connected to his work, and that is why there is something called malicious prosecution. That prosecution is clearly malicious because you are charging somebody for extortion without a complaint. It's like nobody here,
No, but are you
panic?
Are you sure?
Are you sure? Without a complainant,
Sammy,
you for fear and panic for saying he said. Ghana Airport Company attack.
No, and it's America Charles say you probably have not been listening to Mehiasem because Utie Mehiasem and your reported speech on the Bobie matter. No, you will not even bring it up because our position.
No. What I'm saying I've got nothing to do with Bobie. No, what I am disagreeing with,
yes,
Emilia or Mahine on has to do with the Captain Smart angle.
And I'm saying, even on the Captain Smart,
to you, Obia, you have condemned it. What do you say?
Even on the Captain Smart angle, no. Are you sure said there was no complainant in that case? I mean,
there was no complainant in that case. That might check. Ask, call government spokespersons now. Obi, they are humanitarian to Frewomo. And apart from original line also, they should tell us who is the complainant in that case. They should tell us. They should give us a name. And let's find out from that person if it's a complainant. And maybe point, because even if there is a complainant, Obi, Yama Obi Bail, Jane, Oliver. Yes, you Obi did not know say obey you. No problem. You have the right of arrest. But you know the law. Dan Paris, you know the law. Godfrey Dami, you know the law. That treason a trial on indictment. Trial by indictment.
Yes.
Who to be found will be a charging of treason. And court, not magistrate anymore, the straight court. Obi, you know that.
But the committal proceedings would have to begin there, no?
But if they didn't send him there for committal proceedings, are you getting me?
But that's
why the court told them that we don't have jurisdiction. And it's a court in a declining jurisdiction, then it means accused person, me money bill, you're very man.
Yeah, but what the court said,
and they went to that court knowing that the court didn't have jurisdiction. You panic the Musa, ready Oliver, ready Manasseh, Manigana South Africa. So why expose a Tiabai? I say, I buy no team, a teacher for you, Usu Abankisian. Ready is with the chief of Star FM. Yes, why you remove say. Then a regional minister or Yagalam said, yes, he become on the bush for you to run. On Sanyama winning up also against journalists, against NDC for Obi. You come nipa and watching. President of Ghana can't watch it. And then the UK and Russia come to come and then Oko Kasakrama, Wako Kabe Kayi. What our citizens you are murdering them? What have you said about it? I have also, has he even said anything about it? What has he ready idea Dr. Opuni? If they are your brothers or Obi, let's call the spade and not a digging too. Why justice on your Dr. Punia seminar? Or check your accused persons, right to fair trial. So that is the position of the NDC. And that position is supported by 3 justices of the Supreme Court. And we have read their decisions and we agree with them. The majority disagree with us, fine. But we are saying that the majority is wrong, respectfully, in this case. And we're entitled to say so. And finally, Honorable Ato Forcing. Oh, just because Honorable Ato Forcing, as the ranking member of finance, as the agent said, e-levy, and the Ahoncheba to Ghana for so. E-levy, as soon as say was here. E-levy, a best say Ghana, your digitalization agenda, and the Ohiabubro Nebeba Ghana, and yet the solution to the problems are. And now, my new face. Now, of course, I'm going the constituents and the people of Ghana. You know, you say, Krano, Bemuno. Now, you're deputy minister for finance. Now, near ambulance be. Now, boss in you. Una woman guarantee say and conquer ambulance near Cotobai, name papa. If 2017 be seen, you can't watch and be a 11 years. I was a 1 year. Why are you going to get we bet you be Kaka. Yeah, you don't cook to it. You didn't. Oh, Sanyama way, no,
Same, Oka say, because even chapter 5 of your Constitution say, Oshe, the article that talks about protection of personal liberties, into Article 14.2. Eka say, a person who is arrested, restricted, or detained shall be informed immediately in a language that he understands of the reasons for his arrest, restriction, or detention, and of his right to a lawyer of his choice. Clause 3, 4, Nina Ekeka about amount for personal liberties. In the case of Ato Forsen, the state is prosecuting him in court, or a right to a lawyer. Charges preferred against him has been made known to him in a language he understands. The court process is underway and all of that. Based on then, I will say a unfair trial. Na the rights have been trampled upon. Send your money for him.
I started with Chamofu Swamhofu Asem, and I've shown you clearly how our prosecution is suppressing evidence. Actually, so prosecution, attender a witness statement which should not have been accepted by the court. Because that witness statement, witness now on who the dance
and then but that should be good news for the defense. Since the prosecution in the case is weaker, then the defense should go.
But does that stop the opposition from calling out the government of the day and saying, what they're doing is persecution and not prosecution? So I'm trying to tell you that the two are not mutually exclusive. So the point I'm trying to say, yeah, what can you a do time apart is now close to Mukeza or Moya or submissions. The lawyers will raise as to whether or not the court will treat it with the importance it deserves, and it's another matter. But my point is that the fact that we can raise it at that stage of the trial in future doesn't mean that we cannot call out government that they are persecuting Euro Ofuswampofo. It doesn't also mean that the fact that Supreme Court say Justice Onyejuga or review panel 4-3 say majority say obetunyat national say we cannot complain about it. We can still call out the government if for nothing at all. The same way, pending the Attorney General for Minister for Justice, who has now turned himself into a Minister for Injustice, went to UK and said, Dr. Punidie, he is the icon of corruption of the erstwhile Mahama regime, an Attorney General, and said, Dr. Puni is running away from the accountability, but to catch up with it. Like, prejudicial comment. And then you come and look at the decision of the court on the submission of no case. And the matter has been so prejudged that even non-lawyers who read those paragraphs get stunned. That a judge who has not heard the defense of an accused person will make statements that suggest that the accused person has already been pronounced guilty. Okay, I say, and we have raised this issue all the way to the top.
Very well.
And so we don't have a problem. We don't have any problem using the judicial system.
Good morning to you all. I want to thank you for your prompt response to this, our invitation for the press, for this very important press briefing. As has been indicated by my director of the National Communications Officer, today we are departing from prepared script because of the nature of our conversation. We have sent a letter to the Commonwealth Secretariat complaining about certain issues bordering on good governance. And we just want the press to know. And so the purpose here is not to read a prepared script, but to give you copies of the document. And then if you have any issues relating to the matters we are complaining about, you may seek clarification from us. The reason why we have sent this petition to the Commonwealth is not to suggest that we are not an independent country, but rather all independent countries by choice seek membership of some international organizations whose aims and objectives they buy into. And we all know that the Commonwealth of Nations is a group of democratic states, democratic sovereign states, who believe in the tenets of good governance. And so membership necessarily must mean that the various states must practice what the Commonwealth believes in. So if you are a member of the Commonwealth of Nations and you deviate from those practices of good governance, there are structures that we can trigger to draw your attention to those deficits in your democratic practice. And in the worst case scenario, you could be suspended from the Commonwealth, as we saw Zimbabwe and other countries at one time or the other having been sanctioned by the suspension. So we have seen that some practices of bad governance in Ghana of late seems to contradict the core beliefs of the Commonwealth. And so we have written to the Secretary General of Commonwealth, drawing her attention to those lapses. So our government can be called to order, and so that the right things must be done in the country. So I'll proceed to just read the background to the issues that we have complained about, mention a couple of them, and then once you have copies of the petition, you may wish to interrogate any issue we have complained about which you want further clarification. Ghana became a member of the Commonwealth of Nations in 1957 under the leadership of its first president, His Excellency President Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Since then, Ghana has been an active member of the Commonwealth of Nations, committed to its ideals and values. In 1991, the Commonwealth, pursuant to its recognition of the principle of good governance as the cornerstone of peace and stability, issued the Harare Declaration, which, among other things, recognized the liberty of the individual under the law, in equal rights for all citizens regardless of gender, race, color, creed, or political belief, and in the individual's inalienable right to participate by means of free and democratic political processes in framing the society in which he or she lives. Unquote. The NDC, as the largest opposition party in Ghana, has a huge stake in the success of Ghana's democracy. The founder of the NDC, His Excellency President Jerry John Rawlings of blessed memory, played a pivotal role in ushering Ghana into her fourth attempt at democratic rule in 1993. For this and other reasons, the NDC has remained steadfast and committed to Ghana's democracy and the ideals and values for the Commonwealth, I beg your pardon. It is important to note that since 1993, the presidency of Ghana has alternated between the NDC and the New Patriotic Party. Currently, Ghana has a hung parliament with both the MPP and NDC having 137 members of parliament apiece. His Excellency President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo was elected the President of Ghana in 2016 and re-elected to serve a second term of office in December 2020. As the presidential candidate of the MPP before the 2016 general elections, then candidate Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo preached violence and mayhem if he did not win in 2016 presidential elections. Since assuming the reins of power in 2016, the message of fiscal violence against political opponents that President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo preached had preached and championed before the 2016 general elections has turned into structural, institutional, and systematic forms of violence in the form of human rights violations, harassment, and political persecutions against members and supporters of the National Democratic Congress. Significantly, buffer institutions such as the judiciary, whose core mandate is to mediate between the interests of opposing parties and ensure the promotion of the rule of law and individual liberties, have become systematically enfeebled with attendant loss of public confidence in these institutions. A recent African Barometer survey report for Ghana indicates that over 84% of Ghanaians do not consider the judiciary to be impartial. And this is very, very serious for any democracy. The image of the judiciary has been further dented by the delivery of unreasoned court judgments which read more like partisan or polemical pieces than learned judicial reasoning consistent with judicial standards in the legal system of common law countries. And by common law countries, we refer to those countries who belong to the Commonwealth and practice the common law tradition. In one such court opinion, a judge presiding over a criminal trial involving the prosecution of a member of NDC simply ruled that the application had been brought in bad faith and dismissed without more. It is in the light of the preceding observations that we provide below instances of human rights violations, harassment, and criminal persecutions of the NDC by the government of Ghana. And we had, explained and categorized cases that we have issued with. We mentioned the case involving Dr. Opuni, where we believe that mostly all the judgments that have been delivered ran against the principles of common law practice and good governance. We have seen a situation where a judge's pronouncements in open court seem to suggest that Dr. Opuni is guilty even before his case is heard. And we think that this is against the core principles of fair trial and then common law practice, where individuals before the court are presumed innocent until proven guilty. We have a situation where pronouncements in open court seem to suggest that a judge is already biased, and in an attempt to make sure that the judge recuses himself from the case, all attempts have been made by government to insist that a judge who clearly have compromised himself is made to sit in the case. And so we don't think that Dr. Opuni is likely to have justice. And we have gone to the highest court of the land. There have been initial judgments followed, which suggested that clearly that judge could not sit on the case. We thought that a government that is
of the state of the nation, how we are faring. Because under what we have banned the exportation of cereals, maize, sorghum, millet, blah, 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 blah. But you told us in the last State of the Nation address that we have excess and we are a net exporter of food. So how does the net exporter of food ban the exportation of food and even have cocoa not at 1 cedi anymore, 1 cedi 50 pesos, and even the cocoa is small cocoa, small air? President Akufo-Addo, you stood in public, complained about the price of a ball of cake. Have you seen that the balls are shrinking now? You stood and spoke about the price of fuel, President Akufo-Addo. Have you seen the price of fuel? Oh no, I forgot. You don't buy fuel. It's for free. State protocol provided for you. They'll give you coupons. You even have a V8 that carries your chair around in an air-conditioned V8. You, President Akufo-Addo, I will protect the public purse. You. President Akufo, you. There are photos of you and Sarah Bruni circulating. Your government has not denied it. You, President Akufo-Addo, you. This same President Akufo-Addo, you have been on Adwoa Safo's knees begging her. If I were president, I would have sacked her. You are keeping her. I shall protect the public purse. And you know why it's difficult to assess you, Mr. President? Because when you go, you speak a rich contemporary floor, the people in the market, they can't understand your English. So I'm asking you, when are you presenting the State of the Nation address, Mr. President? January is gone, February is going. When are you waiting for? You are enjoined by the Constitution that you learned to present the State of the Nation address before or at the beginning of the year and at the end of the year. The year has begun. 2 months is almost gone. Where is your State of the Nation address? The man you emulate, your father and Dr. Buzia, they addressed the nation. President Akufo-Addo, you have not addressed the nation in 2022. Are you scared of the fuel prices, food prices, transport fares increment, the hardship on Ghanaians? What are you scared of? Because you told the Speaker of Ghana, the 8th Speaker of Parliament, that you are going to address the nation, so he needs to pause his medical consultation. Come. Since he came, what has happened? Then play that video for me. That's my last video. Play it for me. Let's go.
That the State of the Nation could be taken on the 3rd of March 2022. This indicative date has, however, been put on ice by us, and would duly communicate a new date to the House after we have engaged the presidency. Of course, Mr. Speaker, we are not required to sit on the 6th of March, as it's a public holiday, and as has been the practice since the day itself is a Sunday, Monday will be a public holiday. We are not sitting on Monday. We are expected to be in our constituencies to do constituency work.
Apologies for those unworthy words that were spoken on our network. But just to say that that's the deputy leader on the side of the majority, indicating to us that the State of the Nation address has been postponed. The President of the Republic is not telling us what the state of the nation is. His people are crying. He's trying to slap e-levy on the people. National Service has 559 Ghana cedis. NAPCO people have not been paid. Those who were paid the 2 months, it didn't include the guys at GRA, most of them, and the guys at Hill Ghana. Transport fares have been increased. The town make hot. The president is not listening. He's traveling around in a higher jet. He's hovering around the world. And then he goes to UN to go and vote that we are putting sanctions on Russia against Ukraine. But the state of his own backyard, I shall protect the public purse. I will ensure that when what I came to meet 1 cedi to $1 under President Kufuor and President Mahama, it raised small. Today, go and check the dollar, go and check the pound, go and check the cedi, go and check the euro. If you are an importer, you are in trouble. And somebody told me in confidence from Guta that, look, all this cancel the benchmark, blah, 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 blah. It's because when we import, we pay more, we spend more. So the government is trying to break it. It doesn't make sense, for example, to say you are banning the importation of sugar when you don't have a sugar processing plant. Commander is there. The president has made another promise after 5 years in government. Another promise, oh. It's not like a reality that's happening. Another promise. Like the promise that was made to the people of La General Hospital. Another promise. After 5 years in government, you have not gotten sugar. So me, if I wake up and I like tea with sugar, and you say you have cancelled the benchmark value on sugar importation, my sugar will be more expensive, or the people who import sugar will go and sleep. Which means that when I want to drink my tea, it's either honey or what's the other one? Bisap or whatever it is. Hey! Nana Akufo-Addo. Presido, this is not what you promised us. Oh. You promised us better. And we voted for change. We voted for change. The question I ask you this morning is, what has changed? So, top 3. I'm going. 1. The 12 million that we used to plant the trees in June. Samuel Abdullahi Jinapo, Minister for, what do you call it? Lands and Natural Resources. Where are the trees? That's the first question. Where are the trees? When you people came to power, he said you are going to now understand the height of the Galamsey fight to assess it. Meanwhile, President Akufo-Addo put together an interministerial committee, and you were deputy chief of staff. Kojo Oponkruma was there, Sisi Ladapa was there, all of you. You told us that you have fought Galamsey up to 95%. Field was 95% done. You came to power and said you are going to, again, you said you are going to now understand what you have solved 95%. The A. That's my first question. Where are the trees? You are going to launch in 2 days. But I'm asking you, account first. Like Ghanaians are saying, account for what you have borrowed and spent before you come asking for e-levy. So, bring the trees. Let's see the trees. Do a video documentary. The way you put your Facebook post, and then I had opportunity to sit with the president. This morning I launched this. All of those ones. Bring the trees. 12 million. It's gonna be your money. Be one money. 2. President Akufo-Addo, you promised us that you were going to give us a better CD dollar, better CD euro, better CD pound analysis. You even touted Dr. Baumier's experience at the Bank of Ghana. He said when he was the deputy governor of Bank of Ghana, you brought him forward and he solved Mohammed's problems. Now you have full charge. What is your story? Number 3, you, President Akufo-Addo. What is the state of the nation? You are enjoined by the constitution that makes you president to present the state of the nation address. So now, January is 31 days, it's gone. February is 28 days, it is almost gone. When are you presenting the state of the nation address? The people of Ghana who voted for you want to know. Don't hide in your corner. Don't travel around. Don't be visiting and doing all those things. When is the state of the nation address? When is it? Good morning.
Hi guys, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. I said good morning because I know people that will be on here that still have morning. Elom take, that was a good morning. Let me greet a few people. Mamencha ebinimo, omo domain, I'm omo time in the day. Me point, na masira omo tree kakra. Let me show you. I'm say weekend way, mo humanim. I nyame fault. Then I'm kwem. All right. Nyame shamo. No mpejam no nyame kase. Yembo adofo din. I me chamo. And a wrap up so and waba wrap up and wabe. You wrap it and some nyina Kevin be fire or fire shisha na majojo ano I sina be ya ubetimi ada anajo because ejana Kevin edibano. Yana no oshi. And then my serious I laugh enter my polytank. Hey! Kevin Paddy. Kevin Taylor. Hey! I was in Diempo. I see a Abuzik Baumia. And Nana Day. Nana, you do that. Mosi, Bombema Kevin Taylor, Bonjira Kuma, Namama, Nebu Fusa, Jack, Onyanyayo, Guy no, or determined. Di Kabeya, Mokwasa Semono, Munja Jimmy, Namuntie, Namon Fana device, Namon Kamagan and Yena who said, Kevin Taylor advice and a mafano. I, because Kevin Taylor crowd, or to be to the party. Ekufado. Now the body say yes, Mahama bread. As would ye one bread papa. Hey, Akufunyado. Akufunyado. Yeah, bon wa bon say. Wapon kwa time. Just say, would wa bresuro, what bon my time, ama, wadofo nyina better watanfo. Tally, today, I don't know what I'm doing, Tally. Anyway, this is wrap up. You don't know what you're gonna do. Now you with me. So what you do now, say, damn, they say there, a pie kora. One ma kevi buofu to say enko ye kra so busum pe advisor ene mawo enyenja amoye. I'm telling you, me say enumere metsi yawo but I say wrap up soon our battle. I Mr. Share your platform win the biggest platform in Africa, with all due respect, Laos TV. So umpo is the biggest platform. Yes, I want to baby 80. I may say Laos TV ni iPhone ni Kevin Taylor ni Samsung fridge ni Kevin Taylor ni LG TV ni na Laos TV ni mesiraw efie bi mu Ghana Kevin Taylor hu bon wom no hu bon ewom ai umpo opa ko shepo hinim. All right, yakoso egusu chacha mo we am obia egusu chacha mo semo akwaba our platform we so but you share wow will subscribe here my person over subscribe Safari TV Africa on YouTube and on Facebook. Now I call Laos TV and with all due respect on Facebook and on YouTube me patch bombardia cause subscribe her and also very 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 important and I dey akomadin and aba me say we are penyin 2022 mum pay for am ka masem se kwase asem beta akwada akoma ho a ye de entiaso aba ene di firi ho ana mo bro yen ana mo punish yen ana mo tete yen ana yen so yese se jimisem ebata ya opanyi akoma ho a ye de atem didie ene nyansa na mo re kire yen no aba na mo tie yen no e de be chiachire mo kwan jimifu asefo mpanyifo amunim nyansa moti ho. Bring our sona. Come and tell us what is a sound state of the nation addresses. Where Jimmy na moti wono. Uo kufado. Ene unto master of the nation's address. Unya huhe. Ube journey. And me say, ushe mpabwa. Ushe socks. 7. Is still umpabwa mbe 4. Ekufado. Umpabwa mbe 4. Ube juso jusogu. All right. Yeko enim. Bacho. Mamimbo short a yibi mao na fire ready. Best say, baby will be a wow Kevin Taylor contribution. Message about Modia Nafa contribution, bra. It's very important that we need to actually support Laos TV. Yes, ne Kevin Nekudi Onisika, Nemomno, Kevin Taylor's station way. Abe nyina idea. Into first near friend wodia. She said dear nyina any idea. Abe nyina station edi boy e maye nokure ene kwampa enti be sew minyan enkrafo mame kankran enya megame mo ajoro jugba nye machine gun preacher ne mi wio mi kwede hia ojugba ne kede wio fanem ka bo 5 ye fe no yo bomodin ake obaye anokwale ahawo etake wo ye anokwale ehabo Kevin Taylor and Bifio, okay, 1 Ghana cedi, okay, $1, okay, $1, okay, or 7 cities or 8 cities, okay, $1, 8 cities or 7 cities. Bible 5. No, but you're sending no can Kevin Taylor, ne ekekwa TV ese, koda ka akagbe TV on Bible 5. That can be a what advert be what advert. Edake woliake be baba no ba fe advert no be na nyoko be na be bako kegbe na aba fe advert shi ekufa do bulu ani fe mo ewo mo fe mo segbe ake ibade ba bi advert gbe ko gba anya na shi na menta woni wo TV agbo ewo ne ka ha agbe ni TV ba agbo no mi pa 5 ni mi wo bunga ake bomodin no call phone no momo fio $1 ko ba ha $10 ko ba ha $20 o fa ne e ba hi e ba wa fe kenye be kevin be nye be nya wa nya no kwale e ya se e ya hwe e ya se mo fia mo hu abotwe no gbaji Benedict Ando obana ke efe yellow ye inscription yellow Benedict Ando 05588930032 ofane kofone ni osendo ko biana no kaji osmosani no osmosano jugba to be ni sumo boy kofone no ke doko fio aha kewetela ne ekewa na ke akachi TV yese oyiwa don mo ho ajobo ojugba.
Hello, my name is Kevin Taylor, host of With All Due Respect and founder of Loud Silence Media. For the past several years, Loud Silence Media has thrived on the support of our viewers both home and abroad. Your dedication through views, shares, comments, and discussion on social media and Loud Silence TV has made us revolutionize news media in Ghana and enlightened our brothers and sisters both home and abroad. Now, we ask you, our cherished viewers, to take your support one step further through what we call the Loud Silence TV $1 donation. Yes, the Loud Silence TV $1 donation will help sustain Loud Silence TV's continuous production across the world. To donate from America, Europe, or Asia on PayPal, just search for @KTWADR, @KTWADR, which stands for Kevin Taylor With All Due Respect.
Drinking now. You stood and spoke about the price of fuel, President Akufo-Addo. Have you seen the price of fuel? Oh no, I forgot. You don't buy fuel. It's for free. State protocol provided for you. They'll give you coupons. You even have a V8 that carries your chair around in an air-conditioned V8. You, President Akufo-Addo, I will protect the public purse. You, President Akufo-Addo, you. There are photos of you and Sarah Bruni circulating. Your government has not denied it. You, President Akufo-Addo, you, this same President Akufo-Addo, you have been on Adwoa Safo's knees begging her If I were president, I would have sacked her. You are keeping her. I shall protect the public purse. And you know why it's difficult to assess you, Mr. President? Because when you go, you speak a rich contomine floor, the people in the market, they can't understand your English. So I'm asking you, when are you presenting the State of the Nation address, Mr. President? January is gone, February is going. When are you waiting for? You are enjoined by the Constitution that you learned to present the State of the Nation address before or at the beginning of the year and at the end of the year. The year has begun. 2 months is almost gone. Where is your State of the Nation address? The man you emulate, your father and Dr. Buzia, they address the nation. President Akufo-Addo, you have not addressed the nation in 2022. Are you scared of the fuel prices, food prices, transport fares increment, the hardship on Ghanaians? What are you scared of? Because you told the Speaker of Ghana, the 8th Speaker of Parliament, that you are going to address the nation, so he needs to pause his medical consultation. Come.
All right. Thank you for coming back and your patience. All right. Igusua yekoyenim yebekoyenim sa so I mami share madam for na mention na obiya hotie. Pacho Monica Kofi. I say hello my good brother. How are you doing? Arita Okwe Angete, how are you doing? Beyond Aid, Saforo, have you heard of the Independence Day celebrations? Today is 1st March. First 5 more days are yet to come. Yes, it's broken and tattered. All right, Alaji, all right. Renda Akwele, I see you. Renda Akwele, Abdul Basit Abdullahi. How are you doing, Abdul Basit Abdullahi? Oliver Frimpong, Graham, greetings, fam. Oliver Frimpong, how are you doing? Pauline Bridget Apia, Medafo Bakope, Yawase Machine Gun Preacher, Mejiwoso, Ni Odoi, Ni Ofoli Yate. All right, Ni Ofoli, Toyote, Aisha, Ahmed, Abdullahi, Elaisu. All right, Nado Dua, my sweetheart, how are you doing? Muna Lavia, how are you doing? All right, Nado Dua again. Also like and share. All right, so we are going. All right, so George Augustus Apia, Abdullah Elaisu. I see you. Alimatu Sadia, Florence Adonu is here. Elam Take, good morning. Florence Adonu, Derek Odoi. Okay, we are still going. James Ametepe, Tina. All right, I hope you're doing good. Thank God for your life. Linda Ofosu, I hope you're doing good. Linda Ofosu. Florence Adonu, all right, as the name keep on coming. All right, so it is what it is. So we are still on and we are still going. All right, Abdullah Ileisu, how are you doing? Yakwe nim pacho enwano no yegusueka edieba Obapa Mikel. Oh, mehima ohima ba kope. Ohima ho fefo. Awo fefo. Nakopon shira. Onyo kese wate. Ai bishira pa nakopon shira. All right. Yakwe nim na ya hwede yebehwe. Kemete nakopon shira. Baby a wo bi nakopon shira no peja no yakese. Enye wa ke ngina ha. Ai we are maestro. When so ding. Yafuno wo no wa wo bapa. Nakopon shira. No yakese. And I always say this, 100 years. Nobody can tell me I shouldn't say that. And I'll say it every day. All right, so all right, so I'm going to give you a very short break and then I'm going to come back quickly and then we're going to do our tip and we'll go to the editorial, newspaper review, and then we're going to move on. Today is going to be very simple. Yes, very, very, very simple. I on page no yakese. Bibi ya ye bia onye kese.
In this country. Yet I fear that if we do not act quickly, we may have one in our hands very soon. A former colleague, doctoral student at Harvard, wrote his dissertation also on Ghana. He now teaches at a war college in the US. Imagine the name of the college, War College. Whilst my topic was on the Ghana police, his topic was on the Ghana military. Naturally, our paths intersected, and we have remained friends since. My friend's PhD thesis was on the topic, quote, why certain coups succeed and why others fail. His case study was Ghana. My current assessment that Ghana may be ripe for a coup partly springs from the knowledge I gained from accompanying my friend through part of his doctoral research on this topic. It does not help matters if we consider Samuel Huntington's thesis on the snowballing effect of coups in the sub-region and the closeness of recent coups to whom. I urge my good friend, the Minister of National Security, Honorable Kandapa, to have a conversation with my friend at the War College. The economy of Ghana today. A big part of why certain coups succeed and others fail is the economy. What is the state of Ghana's economy today? At the level of the most irreducible idiomaticity, Ghana is broke. Your nation is radically broke. So broke, the Speaker of Parliament has publicly warned, gavel in hand, that we may not be able to pay the salaries of public sector workers in some 3 months unless a miracle happens. The Minister for Finance has weighed in very fine and polished English. He says something like, quote, the legitimate reality is that there is no money, unquote. At least he has confessed to us that there are some illegitimate realities. Here, we recall the African adage, quote, if a crocodile comes out of the water and tells you that a fish is dead, do you challenge? Unquote.
All right, Yakoso, Yenya Brepa, Pepacho, Mama with the tip of the day. Nayanko, the tip of the day. Ihiapa, the tip of the day. We'll give you the tip of the day and then we will move on. It's very important. I bless you. Maybe I will be a couple of Mohammed Abdul Aziz Tajuddin, how are you doing? Agide, it's been a long time. Charlotte do munyana I hope so munyana mohoye. I hope so munyana mohoye. Nakopo on shramo no on pejam no yamokese. All right, so let's go on and do what we're supposed to do. All right. All right, so let's see. Where did it go? Oh, what is this? Oh my goodness. All right, so I don't know where that went. Yes, I don't know where it went. Let me bring it out. Let's see if I can find it. If not that, I'm in trouble. Underground will choose my head. Okay. All right. It's coming. All right. Got it. Okay. It's the same thing. All right. Let's see. Okay. So we're going to talk about this today. Yes, we'll talk about this today. We're going to talk about this today and see how best we can put this on. All right, so as you can see, that is thunder right there. And we need to address this and talk about it. All right, so what is a thunder for? All right, it's lightning. Avoid thunder strike. Avoid thunder strike. So why and how can we avoid thunder strike? All right, so mekai emeribia etwem na meneme aunt wo fufuo me aunt abrewa pa say kra wadi jama 103 if I'm sure she's 103 na ensio to na mi wo fufuo amano abrewa so fufuo do kon na mi wo fufuo da mano na ne wo bowl bi silver bowl bi ewo ho sa silver bowl no na esi nchen and na mi wo fufuo no tim enye outside the where it's covered, this concrete on top of us. It's a sorry building. Inti ye wo tip be ma menya fufu me wo panye metino na adina paisi rip na chance na nesi bi chance server no e bom si pain peja chance no na me bisa me say efiri ho be sure thunder efiri ho I be sure thunder na ade ba kwa ehun say na ye Thursday thunder so on the rule Thursday thunder rules Thursday etino me dwene ho a me benyi wo nyama bi mu no ansa na me ehun say Saturday de me lucky because I'm na me wo fufu no because for some reason and pay for say ensure to na thunder boa dede any fufu any sajema no it's not in good. Sometimes phone who use who charging out the kasane ade no enye very good thunder it be sim afeso so no ofie na wasi na wotimu no ana baby a rent no so omunye earth e ofie ho yi a is very dangerous into no efie bia mu no you have to have earthing from the top of your building sina be ya say thunder bar e beji earthing e beji e kwa asasimu. It is very, very important. Sometimes it will be cracked down because the target and who straight say never down. It will be cracked a dino. It's very, very important. Say you be who I Mama, very careful. We do not know exactly what happens or why thunder strikes when it's raining and it comes close to people and it kills people. Yes, meningophobia thunder apaisi omumwa ekuomo maybe so turn the piece dream and a whole lot of things. Maybe I'm not want to come and give you a lecture on this, but what I know is the debut or since you toa now to thunder bakwa bo me no boa mesrawo e nyama bebre SMP thunder so and strike debi and strike e de nyama bebre ai enuti na bayifo mesrew omuntu anadwo abra nsuo to they don't do that I mami water in the crop for so almost pie when it's raining and thundering because thunder uchibone. All right, thank you very much. I couldn't give you a lot on this because this is not security. The mama on faresa upa umpa jatuho after all by force me and I make imagine me and I make aka. All right, so let's move on to the very important how do you call it day today. All right, so today it is coming oh 28 days more. I'm sure 28 days more and then Sewa Bruni and Kevin Taylor will bring Ekufado to Sahindran. About 28 days more. And then first, 28 days. Aha. Enti yegusua yeye de yebeye yegusua nam so yeye de yeye ediko. All right, so it is what it is. Until 28 days. Ebehu Ekufado. When are you bringing our state of the nation? Kevin said, "So one fan bar or no adi beba, Mr. Petrobula, bring it the way you bring it. Don't let Kevin Taylor bring it because he's going to wear a suit and he's going to talk like the way you talk, and you bring out the issues. Please, if you do not want Kevin Taylor to bring the state of the nation, dear, and yet, Mama, careful." Very, 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 very careful. I know Bagawaya, and then another day, I am boom. All right, Yakoenim, Etino, Diacono, 29th March. Do you know March is my birthday? Yes, March is my birthday. 11th March is actually my birthday. Oh, Charlie, how could Ekufado's birthday be 29th? No! He's from the Kapim area, Eastern region. And then he's Arakan. And we are born. Why should he be born in March? March, don't do this. March people are peaceful. And yet, Miti ye. Kufado useless. Kufado, and Yaduna. All right, this is where we are coming. We are bringing you the, how do you call it, the newspaper review. It's going to be very fast. And you know, Mesremo, Monya alert na yanko enim. It's going to be very, 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 very fast. Very fast. All right, so let's go. So the short man, or one kata ne iya ojinaso, the pulpit, ojinaso, because I know I say chasu kakra, and then you hear pet. I day, pass e-levy for public interest. Oh, boredom. Ni arrogance so can brabo. Ni arrogance e can brabo. Pass e-levy for public interest. When you a hurry, obesuma se kan kudi esika. $430 million. Yedi ma COVID time. Skade fahi uni ne wose. Uni ene wose kufado. Amambu mefu. You are giving Ghanaians ultimatum. You are mad. A useless president like you. Pass e-levy for public interest. For what public interest? You have the men. Your men and what post a friend saying, how do you call it? You post how do you call it? The SONA, the State of the Nation's address. Come and tell us. Last 2 years, when you were doing your SONA, you were not able to tell us the state of the money aspect, the state of the economy. Please come and give us our SONA. It is your how do you call it? Your constitutional right. Come, even if you want to lie, come and lie. Of course, we know you are a liar. Come and lie. That's what we are expecting you to come and do. Jimmy, pass e-levy for public interest. I'll bow them, and then you take money and you'll be running around. When you know we don't have money, you are running around. You are giving Adwa for $120,000 US. Do you know what that money can do? Hiring a jet of $14,000 or whatever for Adwa Safu to just alone to come to Ghana. What are you telling me? Abodam, That's a kind of a wooden was see the better to war. Or would have been, or dear, a moment have been. And I want to trust your person, but check Ghana for say, Jimmy, you're muade, and can probably catch a Ghana for say, and you may be a Koye. Now you are trying to put this together. Otano can be a fortune to buy. She boil off for yake, da be, oh boo gonna be, Obama Tasha, keke, what I say, and I'm telling you, we are not going to play. We're not going to play with you. Yes, we know with this your lifestyle, coup is eminent. Of course, because people are looking at all that you are doing. They are looking. And these things that you are doing are the very same things that all the other countries that have suffered coup d'etat did. And you have even done worse. So what's the problem? Why are arresting people, telling people they say they are going to do coup? The coup is going to come anyway because you know what? You are not a good leader. no common sense in your head, Ekufado. And then you keep bringing these stupid people to come and tell us things. Because they're Jimmy on. Pass e-levy for public interest. About them. Ghana card now officially accepted at Kayi. How alleged coup plotters had wanted to occupy parliament. Okay. So which people brought the soldiers to parliament? Is that not the coup d'etat? Any coup d'etat? And then you know say, man bufu sana bufu krakeke. And Jimmy say, short man like you. Let me dream home and be a honey and queen. But you share program no, na queen him. Wa uni asu, but you YouTube na kona ko share. Number cho like na yenko anim eguso yenko anim ekufa do wa Jimmy dodo wa Jimmy too much the piano or some creating more problems. Vomit 5 million Ghana city cash now, shroud others former PPA. You be you ready wo you be you ready wo jahona de wanum say vomit de you be you ready wo Ghana host Danish mayor from 1st to 3rd March. Be hostuno. Ye ni skedi nyina. Fane bra, baba no hoka. Na ye Danish aduane ma no ni. Health alert in Efutu Aqua. And what's happening over there? Residents share what? Stagement water with animals. Mihuni a very small. Timofacheme. Mihuni and Mihuni. Okay, so FDA exposed for treating fake diabetic drug seller with kid gloves. Putin threatens Western nations. Masa Putin. You see now. I'll come to something. The people in Ukraine, black people in Ukraine. I want to talk about black people in Ukraine, but I will say this after this that we are talking about. So Putin threatens Western nations. Amasa, Putin, you are lying. I swear to God, me alone can take care of you. Hey, who Putin? Umuma say abe Europe. What about them? What junior juma? Stupid man. Ufusa jama no ye ayo. Me member ho. Russia ho me member ho. Enya de member ho. What Jimmy me catch me Russia member ho. I won't come there. I'm not part of you. But I'm telling you, Samunim now look kwasa samba Africa swa. Yedi e makache mum. Ye fe to de janyo. Ye wa bayifo, ye wa konfo, ye wa bosum, ye wa nkonya, ye wa saman, ye wa mbotia, ye wa anyeni, ye wa suman, ye wa ndua, ye wa homa, ye wa agbalagba, ye wa black power, ye wa black ninja, ye wa ni nyina bi Ghana. Ye de leba ye no, ye wa ndoa, ye wa wo, ye wa ni nyina bi, ye be ja omogu so na be hu say yes, Africa for say nye shit hole. Me catch you. I bring your stupidity to Africa and you see your foolishness. You will shit in your pants. I'm telling you, Putin, you will shit in your pants. Me, myself, I'll take care of you. Putin, I am telling you, me say ujimia, me can't hear, he can't buta. Me say ujimia, mama ye krom, abayifo, inkonya, amnyen, imwo, inyan, emponchi, enyane, abayifo, Masa, we will release them on you. I'm telling you, Pamunjimi. Now, we Ukraine, or Munim Nyansa, Ukraine for Nyansa, and come up Bremiska, then I can rent a whole airplane of witches. What I say, a whole airplane of witches. Now, I transport your mo at a Poland. When we do Poland, no, Machucha, Bordier, number the messages near the missiles. Ejanai, ya bo say e wo pure water mu ne assistance say e fere say ubetia no bodim power ubetia de ja wonim power. You know the witches when they strike they don't miss. I na if I call you on dear, I they put in Jimino, Jimino. Now me look at take care of you, Jimmy. Okay, maybe because now let me extend this by saying to some of the black men in how do you call it how do you call that place who are in what do you call Ukraine. Okay, you black men of Ukraine, you young men of Ukraine, Massa, I'm being real with you. If I was in Ukraine, I swear to my God, if I was in Ukraine, I will fight hand in hand with the soldiers. Yes, please, let me be honest with you. And I'm not joking, I'm being real. The women, I understand. If you're afraid, that's okay. But you want to go and be a doctor. Ukraine has accepted you as a doctor. They are training you as a doctor or as a nurse or whatever you are learning. Go to the field. If you can't go to the field, go to the hospitals. Go and help. Take care of, how do you call it, the hurt, the wounded Ukrainians. Go and help. Do something. Make yourself available. I know God will see you through. Black men that are in Ukraine, Ghanaians and Nigerians that are in Ukraine, that are running away. You are what is the word? Oh, what's the word? And they fake. The word is not coming. Wow, the people are helping you, giving you some money, costs and everything, scholarships and everything in Ukraine. They are seeing a problem. They have an issue. We don't run away and leave them. What we do is take a gun and fight. Fight on their side. Though you will not be on the front line, be at the back, but at least try to kill at least 5 Ukrainians. 5 Russians. What I say? Kill at least 5 Russians. Almost say school. I didn't know for what? If I was there, I would be fighting. Hey, many Jehutu. Hey, give me a gun. I will fight. Give me a gun. But me dim. Me who Russia Libya. But Bodani say pow. Na me try so. Na me de a safety pin a womb. Na me la same bottom. De be kuni bia. Na me try de hone. I me try de hone na so. Na me safety pin mu. Na me la to me kom. Ni who say me kumbe 5. Eti one and the pet citizen. All the black people that fought about citizenship Ukraine. Now what you are, I will tell you about Ujane. We go for the Jimmy tomorrow. Unye training. Jimmy sama uka. Basa. Yabo yende munja kura. Mon try some buabro fono. I mundio mumunchen fight with them because they are training you to be doctors. Why are you running to? Fight with them and let's see munja na mucha children. Yeah, Ghana for you black people. Yeah, anything. Master, who sre wo ha jai any brace na make no wo wo sre wo e kire no jai se de no I'm being real. Eti mon try that mon try aye na munye na momwa omuna omunku. It's very, very important, though it's a serious matter. But by my dear, you don't run away from issues like that. Be a man. Aye, we a bema, jina unasu. Aye, na ye bikakra ema Ukrainians. Aye, uko wasifi na sebe. Konfo wabe wiya wasina udafie wa. Obetra wasi yen wia wo ne yen ku aseso kan debe Ghana na wo ba no wo dwane aba no masa utra Ukraine ho kra ye because Ghana go for that say kro no apro kro no you say okoju wa misika kra aka ho okọ say oba no you say o Ukraine go for baba sika ni 100 million 250 it's 250 a president e kra no wa jibi time chiki yanko enim e-levy man or see pay e-levy or whatever. You are kangaroo court. Coup monger tells at magistrate. Thank you very much. Yes, kangaroo court. If you said that, it's a very good thing. Sometimes we should have, people to tell the people straight things. Master, no credit, no crow. Oliver, they can't kill you. They will release you because what you have said does not mean you have done it and does not mean that you will do it. No, it does not mean that. And speaking your mind to the court is what sometimes we need. Don't go and succumb to the court. Because what? Of course, some of the courts are kangaroo courts. Of course. What can I do? My GDP growth better than Mahama. Nana, when you hurry, we see a bugu would GDP better. I say Mahama. Why are you mentioning Mahama's name? I can't believe this stupid president. I can't believe my eyes. You are mentioning Mahama's name. He's out of office for about 5 years or whatever. And you are mentioning his name. And you're comparing yourself to him. Okay. Your GDP is better than Mahama's GDP. What about infrastructure? What about that? What about free press? What about people speaking their mind? Free speech. What about that? What about overspending? What about that? Jimmy Sam, what's the America? What's America? We should be able to speak our mind. We just said, we'll fix UTAC problem. It's not that you have ever done it and come and say, I have fixed. It's all the time. In the pipeline, on the road coming, in the skies, about to drop. It's not ripe yet. About to ripe. It's in the stomach, not born yet. About to conceive. In the hospital, on the labor bed. Kufado. Yeah. Oh. Bosumbayanka. The way the Ebeka. Jack, what to be just how? Ebeka no correct. On the labor bed. What that was 6 weeks. On to be way. It is what it is. Oh my God! It is. It is what is. It is what it is. So you go so the yeko. Eti on the GDP or the compare Mahama there. And so be anye. You go for be anye. Encouraging lending. Ghana card not enough. Also fix slow judicial system. Review mortgage finance laws. Easy. A car's bank, Ghana card. A come to the park. Walk off a Ghana card. And I met two. As a Ghana card. Kayi. Of course. Kayi they be accepted. Ghana card. Now here for me to look Kayi beko. Canada, Germany, United States, Italy. I bought them. Ghana card and never. I've been here Juma. And you bring a hard here. Also Ghana card. Ghana card. Any coin. And never. A bank account say a bank account. You say it's a bank account. You who cry. Men kind of cry. See, encouraging lending. Encouraging lending. Ghana card is not enough. Fix low judicial system. It's sad. It's sad. Very, 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 very sad. And you cry. Man kind of cry. E-levy in public interest. President. Uhinim. Ekufado. Uhinim. Ubeka said e-levy we should pass it because it's in public interest. You are crazy. I'm telling you. Obi better Ghana also upese pass 11. You have no common sense because you know that e-levy is not physical. You know it. They say, Akufo-Addo, this is what Akufo-Addo wants to do. And I'm saying this. If they pass the e-levy, the 6 billion is not enough. They will now try and increase the percentage from either 1.5% to however way they want it. They are just looking to it that this e-levy will pass from Parliament. So when it passes, they will raise it on their own. They will charge the people extra and not use that money because that money wouldn't be enough to run and do the things they want to do. They would mortgage that 6 billion or 7 billion so that they can go and bring big money to Ghana and they come and chop it again. I am telling you, mark my words. I'm telling you. Mabel, Get Fund was there. What is Get Fund doing? Akufo-Addo has mortgaged Get Fund. Akufo-Addo has mortgaged our gold, our silver, our everything. Oil, mortgaged everything. Even cocoa, he has mortgaged cocoa. What say I was say ba? Onim nyansa, yantete no kwampaso. Onim economics, onim nyansa. Oya puppet, and what tiho, and what fra man for, and a running man. One so much me, and that's almost with this kentino. They are doing what they can, and Akufo-Addo is in hot waters. And I'm telling you, the e-levy, they just want to use that money to go and borrow. They just don't want to go to IMF and borrow so that they will be told, use the money for this, use the money for this, use the money for this. That is what they are preventing. If IMF says, we are ready to give you $500 billion right now to revamp your economy without strings attached, they will run for it. They will run for it. You know why? Because these guys don't want control. They don't want to be exposed because of how they have used the money. Because they will ask you how you use all the money the Europeans give you. Kwasia, wuna betera obe jimim. Yama abaya osi odone mine. He is come to protect the public purse. Yama 430 million or the 100 million pay the Bible check Ghana for. Abua what you also support Akufo-Addo. Jimmy for na papa pawe. Are you kidding me? Don't you want honesty? Don't you want truth? Abua ye do area. Kokaso ye do ye udo ye bebreti ye do ye lie to yourself. Just as you are lying to yourself that Akufo-Addo is a good president. What bodem papa? I'm telling you, Akufo-Addo is the worst president in the entire life, entire history. My governor from my state, my governor is way intelligent, 100% and 50% of Akufo-Addo over Akufo-Addo. Yes, Akufo-Addo is a stupid president, not knowing anything. Come and see how people are managing their country. Kroma, if you are paying tax, you don't care. They will take the tax. But at the end of the day, you see the tax working. I'm asking you, you pay tax, you don't know what it's used for, and you says what? What's it the end? Acquire the chapter side, and nobody is so no, Suku dine to ho, a swapper, Suku dine ma crack it, and collati ho, ominati, and so no bettary, and then boy day. You saying what? Are you stupid? Falqua self free your cup. Yenya brewate, Jimmy, we are serious, and everybody that is on this platform is a wise man, except a few stupid ones. Membloko, Tinaha, na Jimmy, na just a go home, not the Tataku Fadochi, na Jimmy Ko, Abua, ye do here, Rocco Traho, oh, my wife, you didn't do that. Yen, sir, oh, my wife, you're good, ye dino, ye share woman, and to the wound him, to be cat, you keep on lying to yourself. Your mental state is weak. Jimmy, I don't bet you now. E-levy in public interest. In what sense? You won't take our money. You say it's in our interest for you to take our money. What bow down? What about 5 years? Say the only scout near here. Abua, what to also the end. You think we are joking over here? It's my taxpayers' money. My taxpayers' money. And you are saying what? I can't get accounts. They give you money for COVID funds. They give you money for COVID. They are asking, Can you be able to account and show us how you use the COVID funds that came in? You say no, we won't allow you to look into it. What are you hiding? Jimmy for to Sokrobo. Now there's a me Joe cry. Me who cry a puto. Kayi. Jimmy 40 say we say me show. Say me Joe no cry. Jimmy Sakake, where Jimmy Arata. Now me point back what they say. All right, you nim. Me point back what they say. Sanko for ya, a glow for kwasia for ya. No more bompaye. Oba we ukunu aware washa okawa. Now do to and no draws fee. Akotina efere say a krom ho. Now ako baba unem no atam Ghana flag. Jimmy also bompaye. Leaders na Jimmy was say ye bompaye. Leaders nim nyansa was ye bompaye. Where are their glow? Where are they? Where are they? We want born yum and Mekufado, Kase Kufado, Mekufado, Mondini Hine no. Where are they? Where are those foolish people? Where are they? Yeah, Trava, Menkatu Manana Kufado, yeah, Trava, Nana Diwihini, Muina Muhim to send him a gota. And then Munye come out and come and speak on how Ekufado is running the country. And you think we are joking? You think we are joking? I said, yeah, bro. Masa, ye Jimmy yo, ye need the ho, ye ko school quite chile, and so ya juma. You have a president that is so stupid, ignorant, and bastardized, and you can't speak about it. Eating your tax money as if it is own, money. About them. Me see. Womwa no mujina aglo abayiforo womwa sabi womu krumie taxi drivers okada drivers a womu ni hwe ya womu kotina efere sen eyi ho no be Times Square Ghana hokra for say sa ba bia womu soja no wono me nim se de fra ompo sa Black Star no mo jimi na moti wono ekura mo se mo ya Black Star de eye na ye Nakupo bo wiase no or master ni a silver and shiny and white so you can see it in the dark. Na me bacho in a time of darkness, how can you see a Black Star? When Jimmy keke, if I were to be you, that Black Star I'll change it. When Jimmy and then ne am masada tweet ye footballers. Wo mu to be na he obokwa dey assure mu 2 ne 3 ne 4 ne ni assure mu enso scan dey on beje. Moses says our Black Star no Ghana from the beginning was not supposed to be a Black Star. It was supposed to be a Sefa blue star, not a Black Star. Mo Jimmy keke. Go Africa. Yeah, Jimmy. Go and look at our flags. It's red, green, or gold. Or it's gold, red, and green. Now star than Fifi, and at the corner, and at the no baby. All Africa is killing, destroying, killing. Mudeshegu. Ubisa say, why is it red? Our forefathers shed blood. And we have to carry on. Kwasia, you are carrying on the sharing of blood. You are happy. You want that to be your history. You think Americans did not share blood before they got their independence? How many blacks or reds or yellow or greens do you see in their flag? And paying for Jimmy for Moshe Kaki Pioto, the council my anchor. Share. Yenya brepa, Mr. Ghana will take over Ghana in a very proper way. The better Ghana this siho, yadiano. I will use our mouth. We will rescue Ghana. Way, rescue Michi way. Ebeye Juma. Eko fado. Me say, who better socks? Nyensa e full shoe mu. Me na me catch you. Wonasi before. Me say wonasi before chom. Uyu mpabwa. Yebe chimu. Ebe baketema. Unimbua, sorry, na resigning. Na wo guhwani mu ase. A pia. Yakọ enim. Mo ko fa glow for no. No me bompaye. Empire bono mojai. Moja empire bono. Mo no baye abaya magana. Eni afra akọ vote Akufo-Addo. Ene hwe bra ye bre. Na mo to na mo se bo bompaye. Mo bompaye magana. Mo boni te say ayi damrama. E wo sumu. Muboni, Obiawaro, Shasina, Tuakota, Baba, Nantem, Germain, also the bomb power Ghana. When him there, Harry. Why are we here? Why are we here? Say, look at this one too. The Distinguished Speaker Series. Restoring the value of the city. Central University is hosting the stupid vice president. The Abuzigi vice president. It is better said on kokra because on not say what dollar no city knows a dollar no as a police custody and a wadi kino ama IGP are resigning kina yira yama dollar no bail dollar nya bail no what to say o mekabia o de to akoti visa and I call America no masa the city is nowhere to be found. I'm telling you. Until you make a tremble, say, Baumia say, or Central University. No, how to restore the dollar. He should first restore the dollar so that he can go and teach the world of how to restore the city or the dollar. The city has been said that it is the worst performance currency in Ghana, second worst performing currency in the whole of West Africa or the world. Now, who vice president we be drunk actually say, who no kwa nipa how to what restore the value of the city. Ubetina so enahini. Ubetina so who do vice president no. Enahini 5 years. Utumi yehu. Na unim. Ade bia mesre. Na mpesa bila den so chire. Na wo sre kakra. All right. Now let's put this one on top of it. Let's look at this. Guys, Musha Dewi. Mwa kwa we. Ni tirimu se ayi akoko asense. Akoko asense. Ai when obonyum ye traba moment traba na na kufato no cheche no wo na ye ndisi ni wo bonyum ma ndisi for ahete and abufu ye afedie wo sori ya wakojina MPP montemana na kufana wo tonyo na wo ye na wo to and then because metia allow Akufo-Addo to finish his term before you criticize him. What do you mean? A beautiful singer like you. What do you mean? Kasa osi bayan kasa. Want to be there cause of the own thing. 5 years. Akahi. 3 years. And aka. 3 years and aka. 3 years no. Yakadembium. Misrel. Yakadembium. You think we are judging him? Fine. If you think we are judging Akufo-Addo, we are judging him over his conduct. What the Ghana jet? A fast hour brony. Na ejim. Now saying, na comfortable. Januko munyendi. Uye president uwa jini na uye bajini ba. Wotu a obo nyuma Akufo-Addo no. Se wa osemawu. Se wa ni magu ase. Se wa raho. Se wa disappointed. Sa nyum no. Wo besa bobiom wo na meka kire wo sa kwa we. Sa nyum wo besa bosa nyum ni biom Akufo-Addo am yetie. Jimi ayaja ana Akufo-Addo. To finish the term before you judge him. Uye samai. Maybe also I will come your day. Yeah, go come your day. Tell Abuzigi Bagumia say, baby Okoro, suicidal. He shouldn't go because when he goes, it's suicide for his own life. Because he has not been able to equivite the dollar in the city. There's a vast. You see, it was like 2 cedi, 1 cedi, Mahama. I see $1, 2 cedi. Kufuor time, no, it was $1, 1 cedi. Okay. Now we Akufo-Addo also time swear. We bet this so swear. $1, 7 cedis, 8 cedis. Who can want something? Jimmy. NS Commander Armed Civilians. Silence mainstream personnel. Hey, National Security Commander, armed civilians. I Sasebwe Mate. Sasebwe Mate. Mate pa. You say Ekufado work for ACB. The Chrome News that they work for ACB. I call national security operative. Oh, national security operative for Onuye Juma. How do national security operatives fight against themselves? See, national security operative. I have the thing. I'll bring it out tomorrow. I'll put it on so that you see what it is, the kind of country we are in. Army civilians. You know why? Because they will not know the civilian standards of operation. Eti kwachi ne bra no tuka eko buwa ne de waba koku ne bra e koku waba kwachi sababro ne bra kwachi ne phone kwachi ne wallet kwachi we bra no mudi so. That's what they are going to do, because the real people that know the job won't do that. Okay. NPP in what my Adrasafu Bruhaha MPP in Quagmire. All right, so saying Aqua Jimmy Foro, your friend is saying, Can Japan? Not a ferro. I Jimmy Foro. We good MPP for any more sipao bruta. And someone back a kegu airtime crowd. Amane or Maton Adrasafo, Ewa Babia, Adrasafo the name of Savior. Muyama Adrasafo Nibufu, no co a friend say unim. You see, they wanted to just destroy Adrasafo because they know, say, if they are not careful, what is going to happen is that Adrasafo is going to go a separate own candidacy. And you know, the first thing they can do is destroy Adrasafo on the mainstream. Adrasafo, why you say, I'm a parliament, why you say, nothing, that is what they are doing now. And usually, they use foolish Ken Japan to do it. Foolish Ken Japan to do all the damages. For all you know, all that Ken Japan is saying is not true. Because the first time Ken Japan swore on his mouth's graves is when he spoke about her issue. But we are going to come on that later. But I know more things are going to come down. Our MC is missing. Hey, Inzima East Assembly member claims. Yo, Dr. Prempe leads 2022 energy sector work schedule retreat. Kogunu. No ya de. Engunu de. Ya de. President Kufuor waits into UTAG strike, and as he assures to find satisfactory solutions to the issue. Masa, moko back, papa we, on fimo, him as a monkey. All right, VC ignores University Act and students concerned staff angry. All right, it's what it's going to be. Kayi and Quentia constituency ruling in limbo. Boycott parliamentary business. All right, so former MD of MMT Limited finally vindicated. 460 Ghanaians excited Ukraine. 220 expected back in Ghana soon. Soon, as usual. Soon, yet to come, in the sky, on delivery bed, in the pipeline, in the bowl, cooking on fire, about to be warm. We are warming. We are killing it. Not yet dead. It's about to suffer. Opusubano, Obuyeshi Obuyeshi Ewieda. Kai, the beer, Bibi Woho, the beer, Bibi Woho, the beer, Bibi Woho. Abba, Enyamudini, we are toy. Ekufado, Yenye Uye tweet. All right, Ghanaians evacuated from Ukraine. Several others taken to safe zones. Government. Hey, Aji. Hey. COP Mami Ya Tiwa Ado Dankwa honored. Of course. Now, Funu Church hey, we know where the children are. We are bringing them. Nina, Ekufai. Anyway, Enko Viechino. Don't pay. Emma Ghana for. As ya for. Abuja can resign. Abuja can resign. All right. All right, Koso. Yankwe. Yeah, you 460 Ghanaians evacuated safe zone. Okay, so saying maybe so into Ukraine, any Russia into Kayi. Akufado, Mr. into what to mean Constantine. Akufado, into what to mean Constantine, Russia. And now power didn't do. Mr. to come back Kayi now. Uni play a rebako just 2 hours cry. What? Who could just play mu? Ufa play could just 2 hours cry. So 2 hours, you know. Bakubia $14,000, so €15,000. I want to be to baby. I say, Ukraine president. On a murim, on it, Negro for air cool Ukraine. Uti play mu? Uti play now? Unam krum. Bomb would been done in home, but foul play no home. Who say we are some baby? Ignore intolerant bagbing. Joe Wise hits back. Hey, I said more. Joe Wise, on it, bagbing was some. Ignore intolerant bagbing. Joe Wise hits back. Murder plot at Govt exposed. 2 arrested. Oh, God, yeah. We are met to address here. Govt. You bet 2 addresses here. Govt. We proposition. No, nya. A draw bet 2 no. But Johnny. Sajo wise no. Obim pet to pebim border soon, mammy. I will form away. Ufa to pebim money soon, mammy. No, answer. In team welcomes Japan's endorsement. For book in Japan. Again, Ghana plans to evacuate citizens from foreign minister. Falling minister. Former PPA boss banned 10 years from holding public office. Directed by Sraj to refund 5.6 million in Ghana cedis to state declared asset. All right, so Nyungwa Manche charges EPA, town and country planning to protect water bodies in Greater Accra. All right. Hey. All right. NPP's unity important to break the 8. Says Ejaku. Break what 8? 2 crowd to be break it. 2 do crowd who are not break it 8. 2 do crowd who break it 8. Osu Kings Makers affirm Tete ni Owo. Hey. All right, so let's look at this. All right, so the finder, Navy gets 4 vessels. All right, I'm going to call Yana, Ukraine. You bet 2 album. Say, hey, for the better no one to win 2. All right, so government paid 16 billion to IPPs and fuel suppliers minister. I didn't say we need e-levy to evacuate Ghanaians in Ukraine. I fed your markings. Where Utah. Okay, Modia Master de Men Kamasem. Men Kamasem crack. I don't have anything to say about you people. You crazy. Let me answer. You talk for there. 24 Ghanaians arrived today. Now, I'm going to jet. Like 24 Ghanaians. I'm for 24 arrived today. Hey, 460 evacuated. Hey, what are you going to jet in the Koyana? 24. No more judging here. You was for Mungo Rollins. I go fat I go for Waba. Mako fat I was a far. Kamako fat jet and I go for Naba. But Mako fat 24 people arrived today. Cedi now was among Africa's top currencies. Depreciate 7.6% to dollar. My idea, we have failed. We didn't think through before introducing the e-levy. Hey, e-levy bill. Chairman, sir, what are we? Hey, hey. Chairman, sir, say we have failed. Oh, we have failed. We didn't think through. Hey, sir, where the LSN? LSN news, Los Angeles news. Some Ghanaians in Ukraine say they don't want to return. Ayokoboche. Hey, they don't want to return. Where would they want to be? But you'll stay there and fight. Because when you go, you can't come back. They called Mahama incompetent for a gallon of petrol at 16 cedis. Now it's 35.50. Too much hardship under Ekufado, UCC lecturer. So what would you call Ekufado when you called Mahama incompetent over 16 cedis and yours is what? 35.50. I don't say anything. For like Olu. No, Juno. Guinean junta suspends Ukraine's honorary consul. Hey, sir? All right, it's good. Yeah, consul. The question on the lips of Ghanaians is that Nasikano Wahe ne. Where is the money? Tell Kufado. Nasikano in 2012. Nasikano Kufado. He say Wahe. Review free SHS. Kwame Sefa Kayi urges government. We are broke. If you review free SHS and let the rich pay for their kids, Kwame Sefa Kayi to government. Wano say a ponchibito. After we should answer. Yeah, buy an Ekufado eka and an e-levy. There be all free SHS. We will do it. Now we know. And then after the Rebecca, wano say a ponchibito. And the guys here. More share for yourselves. All right. That comes to the end of the newspaper review. So we're going to be back after, how do you call it? A short break.
Good morning to you all. I want to thank you for your prompt response to this, our invitation for the press, for this very important press briefing. As has been indicated by my director of the National Communications Officer, today we are departing from prepared script because of the nature of our conversation. We have sent a letter to the Commonwealth Secretariat complaining about certain issues bordering on good governance. And we just want the press to know. And so the purpose here is not to read a prepared script, but to give you copies of the document. And then if you have any issues relating to the matters we are complaining about, you may seek clarification from us. The reason why we have sent this petition to the Commonwealth is not to suggest that we are not an independent country, but rather all independent countries by choice seek membership of some international organizations whose aims and objectives they buy into. And we all know that the Commonwealth of Nations is a group of democratic states, democratic sovereign states, who believe in the tenets of good governance. And so membership necessarily must mean that the various states must practice what the Commonwealth believes in. So if you are a member of the Commonwealth of Nations and you deviate from those practices of good governance, there are structures that we can trigger to draw your attention to those deficits in your democratic practice. And in the worst case scenario, you could be suspended from the Commonwealth, as we saw Zimbabwe and other countries at one time or the other having been sanctioned by the suspension. So we have seen that some practices of bad governance in Ghana of late seems to contradict the core beliefs of the Commonwealth. And so we have written to the Secretary General of Commonwealth, drawing her attention to those lapses. So our government can be called to order, and so that the right things must be done in the country. So I'll proceed to just read the background to the issues that we have complained about, mention a couple of them, and then once you have copies of the petition, you may wish to interrogate any issue we have complained about which you want further clarification. Ghana became a member of the Commonwealth of Nations in 1957 under the leadership of its first president, His Excellency President Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Since then, Ghana has been an active member of the Commonwealth of Nations, committed to its ideals and values. In 1991, the Commonwealth, pursuant to its recognition of the principle of good governance as the cornerstone of peace and stability, issued the Harare Declaration, which, among other things, recognized the liberty of the individual under the law, in equal rights for all citizens regardless of gender, race, color, creed, or political belief, and in the individual's inalienable right to participate by means of free and democratic political processes in framing the society in which he or she lives, unquote. The NDC, as the largest opposition party in Ghana, has a huge stake in the success of Ghana's democracy. The founder of the NDC, His Excellency President Jerry John Rawlings of blessed memory, played a pivotal role in ushering Ghana into her fourth attempt at democratic rule in 1993. For this and other reasons, the NDC has remained steadfast and committed to Ghana's democracy and the ideals and values for the Commonwealth, I beg your pardon. It is important to note that since 1993, the presidency of Ghana has alternated between the NDC and the New Patriotic Party. Currently, Ghana has a hung parliament with both the MPP and NDC having 137 members of parliament apiece. His Excellency President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo was elected the president of...
All right, thank you very much. We are back, and we will say thank you for your patience. All right, thank you very much again. Let's continue and see what we can do better and good. Okay, so I'm going to do my editorial very short, very, very short, and you will know. Now, since you people see that Kwame Sefa is telling Ghanaians or telling the government, say, they should review the free SHS. What stopped him? What stopped them from basically doing that for that long while? Then they stop Uomo, so what stopped them? Then they stop Kwame Sefa for speaking the truth all this while. I didn't think that now and all can watch them. And why? Were you not told? Did you not have any common sense to tell the president that not everybody needs a free SHS? Only a few people, some poor people that really need it. Now the rich and the poor are always enjoying the same benefit. Though they have more money than we do, they were still benefiting. Some of them even took their children to public schools, public SHSs that basically will help them, help their children to basically grow. And here are we at this point that free SHS has crippled us, was not successful, did not help any better, gave us very poor education, and the planning was very poor. So what are we doing? We have free SHS. We are watching a free SHS and a free SHS and a year deal and then one of Masaka say, Moon pay free SHS in Bium. They say, what say, one can be a chair the school fees. I remember one a mocha. If this is the point, if it may be so, time me koi, maybe so. Jine who, the best I will say, a kufado nyama or pren one or yeno, a boa Ghana for, and I am boa Ghana for. Maybe so. What can you want? Na catcher be say, as I became a boy. Ya can't also Debbie, ya can't also Debbie. And so Aquaway, I did be any war, or ya, Jimmy and Qua. And the woman can't cry. Nothing about ya, Garafoko. And now, the government is saying, say, they're going to be only pay for tuition. Is it true that they only want to pay tuition? I just want to know. If it's only tuition, they really want to, pay. They say free SHS is the hell or whatever is the best. Nothing come close to that. So what happened? They see. Aye. We some say they see. We mano. I won't catch them DSC because they have a high time. Pa. Aye. Enti mama yenka na mo kache kufa to say the State of the Nation address there. You hear more postponed or make country and say or Baba State of the Nation address. That is what we are looking for. That is what we want. Yes, I don't know. Yes, you share. You pet me beer. I hire you beer, but you'll tear me her.
Ghana by Odiabro.
Odiabro, fuck it. It just sell all of us. What told you now? I know the ass coming. That's what my youth tonight, man.
Ghana by Odiabro.
Odiabro, fuck it. It just sell all of us. What told you now? I know the ass coming. That's what my youth tonight, man.
Ghana by Odiabro.
Odiabro, fuck it. It just sell all of us. What told you now? I know the ass coming. That's what my youth tonight, man.
Ghana by Odi Abro.
Odi Abro fucking Akufo-Addo. He just sell all of us. What told you now? I know the air scamming.
I told you now, I know the air scamming. You or the way the Aburusa, Govt or a scammer Akufo-Addo. You catch it scamming. Oh yeah, dear. All right, so guys, let's go on. Maybe let the phone calls drop in and let's go quickly. Phone calls, let's come in. All right, so the phone lines are open. Let the phone calls start dropping. Let's get out of here. Yes. Let the calls keep coming. All right. Let me show you. We have him. That's a me pet. Baby, I father that. I. Bichama do funyina. Bichama do funyina. Bichama nyina. Bichama nyina. All right. Okay. All right, so the phone lines are on, and we are going to do the way we do it. We're going to do it the way we do it. All right. Edamase, Yakupon Shamo, Yame Pakoda, me, Mrs. Samajami Duna. All right. Hello, Captain. That's a boss.
Aiko.
Yeah.
Michia Obibia, Michia Auntie Monica, and Sister Nukomoko. Forgive. Sapporo, come to the vacancy today. You review 3 SHS.
Aye.
Don't say come to the vacancy. Let's say a idea abandoning any Nigerian. Don't talk or abandoning.
Aye, meaning power.
Kwame Sefa is serving on the board of the ENPC, so he's part of the government. Abainan kasa na ashe da kasa da ombe se da kasa asamen to abonti. Ade o ma dwen ho. We say Akufo-Addo ne flagship programs ni nyinara. Omo de be kamo Ghana for. Three stations collapse. Me no ka say nkola ni bi school ai say aduane ni ho. Omo ko fie. Na omo titi en. So they say I'm not to omo wudi omo nka. So government to omo ka say ye twa free SHS no a omo ni magu ase. Sapporo Canada tuition was free. Not only boarding fee but the feeding fee. Education tuition has always been free from the basic level to the secondary level. If it's tertiary level, the tuition is free. What I said, it is what I changed. Yes. Now, maybe Akufo-Addo all can say if the GDP is better than President Mahama. Akufo-Addo, no wonder so near third class in economics. You see, how does GDP grow? How does GDP grow? It is through capital investment. Akufo-Addo, capital investment, then or yield growth. Borrowing, we think our borrowing now consumption. If the economy is booming now, if the GDP is growing, it is because of the investment President Mahama made in the oil sector. Onya 2 more oil wells. And no na yenya security mo na e boost to economy no. Ghana gas NDCC and no na e grow the GDP. Port expansion. If I'm your man they grow GDP. Akufo should tell me a single capital project awaya MI economy, and I say GDP it grow. He doesn't even understand it. When they write a speech for him, he doesn't even know what he's talking about. Oh, we are talking about GDP. What has he done to warrant the growth of the GDP? Over 2017 now, all the events, Bloomberg, Moody, they have all projected that because of the investment made into the economy was going to boom. GDP was going to grow about 7 to 8%. Mobile growth now. Mo de tato mo se mo na maye. Emre kwa mobile 2017. Mo dia broker and bro mo MVP in America. You claim that glory for yourself. And then COVID hit you and then your GDP have fallen into negative. Now you are telling yourself, your GDP is better than if anything, President Mahama. How much is our debt to GDP now? He's talking about GDP growth. What about the debt to GDP? And our former President Mahama, it was 56%. Now debt to GDP is 83%. What that means is, about 83% they go to like 17. And our President Mahama, it is about 56, about 44%. It's really more money. These useless people are in power and they continue to tell lies. Are they okay? Are they okay? And Krabia is what I say, Professor Tuguba. Because he himself plotted a coup and he failed. And nothing at all kinds of he wants to have a friend say an ex-convict mate. What did Professor Tubiga say that warrants arrest? He has given you the indicators. And Nyoma Ebi Kuba. And all these indicators are clear. It is staring in your face. Oh, the economy has to stay up and they have to petrol. Suppose now can the petrol a gallon here, 35 cities. It's now 37 cities, 31 petrol. And they are much to petrol. Oh, yes. Before we are now from 16 cities, it was about 14 cities. And then I do 37 cities, I call 14 cities. Akufo doesn't care. Now, general don't get the answer. They have petitioned the Commonwealth. It's long overdue. Why do they wait for all this while? For people to be intimidated. They should have petitioned the Commonwealth, UN. Akufo say, also an animal to Ghana. So he's only seeking international fame. And when I'm also target, I'm destroying or starting or practicing democracy back home. They should have reported him long ago to UN. Even IMF person can come block on or Bejiscan on the current jet, not the fast slave queens. Why are they waiting for this to up to this time? Now, would you say, Sani Petrocoffee, Akpafulolo, be an illicit on my Yantuaban, Eastern region, Ashanti region, and Omumba Piketi or Jubilee House or NDC is sitting there aloof. Yes, and Mankopo with only representation. Taxation without representation. Where does it happen? Taxation. People of far they are paying taxes, but they are not having a representation in Parliament. Is this democracy? So if people are telling you that the ground is right for coup d'etat, Mumu, you are crying foul. A time will come. That's a coup will be here among tryers. That's what the minister go forward. You need a media. That's it.
All right, it is what it is. All right, so all right, so I think I had a call. Did I get a call from? Okay. Let's go. All right, so you go say koso. Me fa 2 more calls na afi ma chimesa every home. Na me share mo pa me fa 2 more calls. Me fa 2 more calls. 19 bacho referee and one friend. All right. Hello.
Hello, machine gun preacher. Good evening.
Good evening. That's saying.
Yamina Domboko, and you be Michio, our family in Tobia Vawala, Mata Captain Nenka, Michia forgive, Nukuma Kuma Major Poma, Fila, Rama 2, Rama 1 Mumiwa, Rama 1 Michio Dia. Safaro, I could find from a Agasada College to a Kimbu Primary School.
Why could father now?
Hello, hey,
what's the one called? Sir.
Also, one of us will cook him.
Now, Hono, your Pamona.
You just say, Mr. Togbawala. I don't know some of the road or Kikabi Manohu. NDC put them a captain or can watcher. Wama Akufa, Dwyer, and Mobona Pa, Wagana, Sana. Will take action and what do watcher Kaka. Na SCT the down Kowaman poster. Allah. For SCT the down Kowaman, I the post to be ma.
Almost say she's honored.
Honored from where? From Satan or from God?
I think from the devil.
Yes. From devil.
Ashwoman Estate Meccano, WhatsApp audio.
National Television Academy of Formano, way woman. Actually, you move from only bones no waka for by. I am it no one be said there. Alabas stamp no nye a bob call no we no. Our power active cramp no answer them. No president no nye ne MPs no ministers. What's an alabas stamp no you bob kofu? Why set what in a way or Ghana? No, Sapporo, you to know all over the world. You're putting, I was name to that bit. Then what to them kukuju, then what to them kukuju. Shall Russia show you to know what the next one put a word out. The man all over the world, oh, Yella. Says you to know what happened on 1 young canoe for now. Woman, I could find the missing day. Youth, Limbesia from Ubu to me to Ghana. Now, I know Obasha ring, I was also Christmas in Panana Nasabofo. Obasha winter, ma, Alaska for Washano, no sweats. Alaska for Washano, no sweat. You put it to me, selfish, greedy. And one of the show we are saying, open excavator, just like that. Wash on it then. Capadoya when your door, or you Jumanian sticker. I'm a tell the American president. I'm a tell the American president. Because no sooner the banning president, no sooner the banning or your leader. I could find on your leader. Your leader. Wicked, greedy, old cracker. No, I can't find on them alufoli. You were funny then. The one city now. What the Kayi offer you, what the man gives to Afeni Dad, what the Miss Kelly here, what I should one more better education than I could find over deceived one, no one can over one better education. Since I'm a family now, I will Ghana. Sapuru, Medasi.
Let me show. Enokoboko, Enko.
On shroud no abusia Kevin Taylor and no idea money pa yem no kakra o programming and TV call off which is Monday anye juma krama dear sign course nipa Ye no, just say madani obia frame. Edi na eko akufo adama ya ji na fie Kevin tem no enye possible but you sure say bi na aba na solve kaka ni say mu di ababa ke yami on shra mu bebre.
Okay,
minka sa
okay
yo me da say yeah so yami on shra mu ejumadi amoye ye sre obia say ye pamuchew obia contribute na ade ko off for a day no say without Kevin a loud sanity I mean she's a Ghana a bedroom to be and contribute na yemfa enkonko yenim brother nipa no ho yemi wanwa pra a branch o Peace FM yi kwami kan onim say asem we ono akopeja or a media guy and I'm shocked I mean say this guy is part of Ghana problem. Sa free education onukuya na Jomahama campaign time omu trend is true yeah to say before then no Jomahama can say free education no say ye review no as a educated person like Kwame Sefa kind otinani program so e Peace FM UTV e catch Ghana for say no ye papa Ghana makufa do nti Kwame Sefa kind to me explaining Ghana for a dream say free review the free education no say Jomama ba obetwem Kwame Sefa is part of this and then Kwame Sefa kind say and then Kwame Sefa kind or say din na anukura so yesi ekenukura as a Kwame Sefa kind unim every program bi Mahama na oye Ghana he bia no munkofo di ekire e ma mu kwotwa bibia ekọ ediba eni se ne me send sa video ni ma time Mahama launch the free education
yeah
right but what is maha pretending as if Akufo-Addo na edifa eba wo brokwa minu ka se papai sika awaji wo oil food ye free education school blog Edo Muhammad ya waye onye bakukwa ye wo Ghana ha ye Kwame Sefa kai na wo Ghana ho sika papai eji o no osa jampi ye kan for sa jampi o kan say yi level na odi be free education no unu we bisa wo hu say enti Ghana enti nyina na ye okumana njakupa Akufo-Addo nji say Ghana ni bia edin na the question is say dedi o mu nyina no ya sem na ye ka ho asem ene ya papa ya say no potoyi odi ye free education no mpo no sika obo so odi ye education no o compare sa sika no ana to mu sa de say laws na mo je no eno na mo de free Ghana for ye bisa be de obenya sika free dia free education no free oil ye di oil sika na be ye se wa bo si aye hu nya wo di sika na ye no o sa ka say free education Ghana sikafa wo brokwa ye nimbe dia wo so yi sa sika ni free ye oil food eyi na Mahama Jamao so enu ni sika no ewehi ya tete China for na odi ye bibia akoshe awawa so e kan ye Ghana Japan de nyina ko match Chinese for
Hello SP
Hello
yes sir
Saforo, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Cecilia. Hello, I'm on it. Ghana for Cecilia, say we have allowed ourselves because from the beginning of this school free SHS campaign, Nana Akufo-Addo was interviewed on BBC. Yebisano say Anyebia's free education a year ever cost the same. Those people who listen to the program can testify. Nana Addo was not able to tell the interviewer say ever cost the same and I say a year. But Ghanaians, because of the free things we want, say here free things, we are semono, almost open at the food here, union at the food here. Well, every cheap thing that you want is very costly. I think John Mahama and the others were telling us that no, the free education system should be something that is progressive. Say Dr. Baumia watina Oxford UK Nana Akufo-Addo wabetina UK when we said there is no government your friend is saying college your friend this kind of a council colleges via a boarding house, all of them are day schools. Ubehu boarding secondary school a grammar school a private. But say omu power di no any free things are ye pay free bees ye pay organ anteno ya penisu ene the reality has caught up with us. Ama one yeah ye bim ye manumu bi kurase course free JSS ya pay teacher ma omo eye mi nwa say JSS results by Safro the best students they are getting 20 aggregate 20 and so on. Emi yapa na ye Ghana for ye fasua nyansa ade we say yankoyeji ya taking off Nana Akufo-Addo and his government. Ghana is going to be destroyed because the future of our children is being destroyed. And no ni asema me pesemika na Sefa Kayi. In fact, we those who respected him have lost the respect for him. And then Sefa Kayi who say free education no. These rich parents should, how are they going to measure who is rich? Make I say SSE, one was in SS1, one was in SS2. I was paying, but I'll tell you the quality of the education of those my children. At the age of 22, my daughter finished a KNUST. Through SSI,
Ashwin Estate Makano, WhatsApp audio.
We go through school system. And free SHSE, some of them cannot even make one complete grammar. And you know, we Ghanaians should be ashamed of ourselves for voting for Nana and those people in Ashanti region who consider free education. Free education, they should wait and see the future of their children. So follow me that say, and then they see pen pa.
Hello.
Hello.
But you're trying to shut my name.
Martin, that's. I'm person bisa question kakra bi say maybe say a lady address for maybe a question no. Say a dear ben na esi near ma erano ni nyinse no onyam miscarriage no. Maybe some question say a dear na address for ekunhun wo mami frema office which is chief of staff. A dear na okonto a ma onyam courage. Aku Doni MPP Ghana. Just almost the Jubilee House, a sex house. Me say maybe some question you. A dear Ben address for koto and no and my running young miscarriage. And no na mameno ejina swa. Or just yedina ko trouble chia. O yenya when you miscarriage no what's adene ya affect no na adwen pressure no ombra bonti no mbeka so mbeka Ghana for That is the reason why you see there's no smoke without fire. But to be someone who say, and who say, a dear courage na a rano or wa or to me or yellow. Kone yen si asie say ye high flight amano ninya say na you see people say they say communing shame akom any not knowing say ni efino bro and ni ya just so the was so day. That's the reason I girl na power bi ewo akufado ni sa to pretafu manu na okokuku sika adeku kuna si ye no eno na all try say o pie sika gu na account mu na era no nke na no ntuma na akuma to ne yemu ana edie be na era no be hu ye edie nsu ntina oni ni kunu ntem ni kunu ejai akase divorce no mbe cancer eno edie be na call ye edie ntina na warrior say ocheso mo be man me my answer when your political FPN idea si wo hono no e ya reho I know say can tell na or the one media be maka me boss ye ba media maka ofa onyankopon sha ba ni ye me ya ni say say the brother bi be kai no ana pe me da wa so me kai ya na be kai tell me say this asem ye afi krom whatever no ye di be ko na esese election ya ye ko ya nipa ye kumo mo no niama si wo Ghana no that is the every Ghanaian was expecting our leaders to send this out of this country moja ma je se wa yi bibia mana moja hwebu niama si enya wie no ase na ye penifo esese asem no travel beyond Ghana yet too late. So because there's crime have no expiring date. And you know, say, Oma Shasia, Oma Omuna Bob, because they are done econo, Yawamuna doko bimu, offer Onyakupo, Onyamukesi, na Oma, a friend is a motivi, and standing my Obia contribute to Kakaka. Ghana yet but Yenya Yeni, and yes, Adia, and Koye Maye, Yami onshore, baby, bro. Yabeka.
That's it. Hello. Benyu Shali. Alaji.
Sakuro.
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm great. How are you too?
I'm doing well. Keep on. Where are you coming from? What's your name?
I hope the name is Alhaji Bini Yuru Shele.
And so you listen. You are the one who have making my mouth salt. Is that not so?
The name is very easy, and you can mention it easier like that. But you refuse to mention it, and you suffer to mention the name. Alhaji Bini Yuru. Just so simple name like this, and you suffer to mention the name. Safuro, let me thank you very much for wonderful work you are doing for the nation of Ghana. I hope many people understand where we are now. The intimidation is too much into our country because we have a leader who is a tyrant who doesn't care for the people. Everybody knows what is going on in this country. So if we will continue to go into this tangent, it means that we will be totally confused and collapse the country again. I think how these people sharing the money for themselves, and look at the money and they misuse. If you needed 6 billion, you think E-Levy can give us 6 billion in our country? Is that also what they tell us? So now you just wasted 120 billion. 120 billion alone. So just look at only one vote. Only one vote. And you can buy it 120 billion. It means that you are not ready to tell the people truth in this country. Just go into the full filling station How much is for 1 gallon now? Close to 40 cedis. Close to 40 cedis. John Draman Mama era were buying 1 gallon, 14 Ghana cedis. And many people, they came out to condemn the fuel price is too much. Today, that people, they have no complaint again. Because of what? They have they be biased for political. They just want to solve Excellency John Draman Mama name. So if we will continue to go into this tangent, we all go play the blame game. Let me tell you, I think if somebody make comment and you have to run with that person comment, you also should change your attitude. Because many Ghanaians, they say they don't need the e-levy. And you have been forcing Ghanaians to take the e-levy by force. For what purpose? And we will be paying the e-levy. I think these people, they just come to putting and sharing for themselves, or they just come to creating some different group, criminal group, and collapse our country. But let me these people making the Chief Justice. Chief Justice is being biased. Everybody know, because look at the dollar, that $5 million issue. That's $5 million. So now, what's the main issue about the $5 million? We still don't know. So if you thinking that you are wise past everybody in this country, we also will was. But let me tell you, you see, we petition the Commonwealth. You should come and look about what is happening in the country. Because look at the election and we're heading. 2020 election, Akufo-Addo stole the verdict. Akufo-Addo did not win the 2020 election. Everybody know because of that and he's still suffering. But I think Akufo-Addo, he wants somebody to come and overthrow him. Because of that, and he's going around doing such kind of nonsense. We can't come out to defend any nonsense Akufo-Addo make in this country. So who will be standing up to speak the truth and save the nation? John Draman Mama is a savior. John Draman Mama is a savior. So if Excellency John Draman Mama is a savior and you thinking that we should change the new candidate, it means that you yourself, you're confused. I think many people have trust in John Draman. But these people, they say, we have a man. Now, we ask them about what is the man? What is the man? Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia going around lying to the people, even though we did not trust Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia again. If Bawumia visits you good morning, you will look about the position of the sun before you respond. Because this man is a total liar. He is economic bazaar. So now just look about the dollar and the CD. $1 is about 7 cedis, 60% now. 7 cedis, 60% now. So if we will continue to talking about the dollar, but I would say $1, 1 CD, and 4 era. But today, John Draman Mama and Mills era, $1, 2 CD. Akufo-Addo cannot make that comment again. He cannot make the comment again. Because NDC, we have a mature people, the people who know economy very well. We can help the country and we move forward. We will not be coming out to doing thievery and corruption. Look at the corruption here and there. Everybody know if they ask you about the corruption leader, you will say Akufo-Addo is a corrupt. The most corrupt president and we never have in this country is Akufo-Addo. He's the #1 corrupt president and we never have in our country. So if somebody thinking that we sabotage Akufo-Addo, Akufo-Addo cannot rule the country. Like Esakura, I just have a question to ask you. If you have your company, can you give it to Akufo-Addo and should manage your company? The question is no.
My turn, I'll give it to him.
if you give your toilet to Akufo-Addo, I think he will be collapsing your toilets. So the person who don't know how to govern the country, he just knowing how to lie to people. If he go any meeting, he will be sleeping. Oh, sleeping president like this. So we just want to tell them they should be fair for the country. I think by this time Akufo-Addo will come to resign and say we should organize a new election in this country again. But if you can't govern, just sitting with your leaders and we look about how we will do and manage the economy well in our country. But these people, they fail to tell the people truth. They fail to tell the people truth. Let me tell you, I think if you go anywhere, you will see that many people, they have been crying. They have been crying for the water. Some of them, they have been crying for the schools. Even so, what good thing Akufo-Addo did? What good thing Akufo-Addo did? Akufo-Addo promised Ghanaians that he will give each constituency $1 million. Today, $5 million and we've been having in our country. Today, he failed to pay the workers. He failed to pay the workers, and he did it to sabotaging Honorable Right Speaker Bagwin saying Bagwin is biased. I never see the biased speaker like Michael Okwe, Professor Michael Okwe. You see how biased he is. Let me tell you, I just want to
end for me.
Yeah. Come again.
End for me quickly. People behind you.
I will be just ending. You see, this first deputy speaker, Joe Fool. That Joe Fool, he should be looking well. But since day one, I know this guy is a fool. Since day one, I know the guy is fool. Because if you come and make comment about the Tochimasab, the people and they have killers Tochimasab, they have a criminal. And you still saying that I will just be going to voting for what purpose? For what purpose? Let me conclude, greet you and greet Kevin Taylor and tell our people they should continue to donate $1 for the live silent TV. And let me turn it into my local language for the people to understand it. So come o no $1 o you $1 no Kevin Taylor station ma more man pe na count na I Benedict Ando Bela Yulma Pone. So I gal arna cha agbada tamaton lifestyle TV station ma de count ma. So to sula ma be wisa hanang bayine. The song mati TV station ma ka count ne. Kala ka yune 2022 ma na ge kateke yumba le pure. Down the so for ma be wisa hanang. Thank you very much to give me this opportunity. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Thank you very much. God bless you. And it is what it is. I was receiving some news right now that Putin has also closed airspace to countries that closed their airspace towards Russia. So let me read it to you. In response to the decision by multiple countries to close their airspace to Russia aircraft, Russian Aviation Authority, Rosavitia, announced that it was closing Russia airspace to 35 countries on Monday. Countries affected by the indefinite ban, including all EU member states and Canada. The EU took the decision to ban Russia aircraft from the airspace as a result of Russian invasion of Ukraine. Humanitarian flights are exempt from the ban, while exceptions can also be made in other cases via Russian government ministries. Background: Russian President Vladimir Putin on February 24th ordered a military operation in Ukraine after its emerged that the country was seeking entry into the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, which Russia sees as against its security interests. Russia forces have been in Ukraine trying to take control of the capital and second largest city, Kiev and Kharkiv, respectively. Russia, metuna drupa, I confirm more Ghana, but Jimmy to I before move from to Pedimra, Yan Tumbo Vladimir. Na oyare ne fa dem bra Ghana ne wo no lagate no hwa dia wapi ho. I thank you very much. Adiasa kem tell anya ko shiraw I me jeni ajo ebejo cha na ajo ti ma me njao na yen ko na me shira pa e wo adwuma wo ye na me shira pa no nyo kese na watamfo to bekuso aba na ase mo amaba so nyina anya ko shira mo no mpegya mo no nya mo kese am da ase Bye bye.